Welcome at the presentation of the UI Green Metric ranking. This ranking was launched by the University of Indonesia in 2010 and aims to focus on the issue of sustainability and environment, addressing all the university or higher education institutions around the world. You have to compile a survey and online questionnaire, and in this way the ranking could see how university embrace sustainability in their policies and in their action. And there is a particular attention to climate change, waste, water, energy, and also to the structure itself of the university. This ranking, the Green Metric ranking, aims to contribute to academic discourses on sustainability in education and greening of the campuses, to promote university-led social change, because university have to be promoter of sustainability for their communities, and also to be a tool that the university could use to self-assess if they are acting as a sustainability character or not. So you can use this tool to understand how sustainability is included in a university policies and action. And the last but not the least, it is important also because it wants to inform governments, international and local environmental agencies, and society about sustainability programs on campus. The university that join the UEI Green Metric ranking, they have to submit their data, and they also could have benefits from this submission because they can show the world, the government, the communities how they are sustainable and how they practice sustainability in their own internal life. The other thing is that registration is free of charge, so university doesn't have to pay a fee to join Green Metric ranking. This ranking is based on 6 environmental criteria that are settings and infrastructure, energy and climate change, waste, water, transportation, and education. And for each of these criteria, there are several indicators, and you need to prove that you are saying the truth. So you need to give evidence of your indicators. Each of these criteria has a different weight depending on the number of indicator and the importance of the criteria itself. This is, for example, these are, for example, the indicators for criteria number 1, that is the settings and the infrastructure. So you see that you have, for example, 6 indicators. This doesn't mean that they only request you 6 information. The questionnaire is with a lot of questions, but only some of them are indicators. So these are the indicators for the criterion number 1. You see that each indicator has a different point, and the weight, the total weight of the criterion is the 15%. So if you are the best in this criterion, you will gain 1,500 points. Otherwise, there is a coefficient that you have to multiply to obtain the other to obtain your point. This is the criterion number 2, that is energy and climate change. This is the most important criterion. Is weight is the highest of the ranking, because energy consumption, energy efficiency, and monitoring programs for green building implementation are really important, and also total carbon footprint is really important. So this criterion is really the most important of all the ranking. Then you have another example of the criterion number 3, that is waste. And then they want to know if there is an appropriate treatment of the different part of waste, and if there are programs to reduce, for example, paper and plastics on campuses and things like this. Then you have water, because water recycling and conservation programs are really important, and they also want to know if there are some efficient usage of water and the total consumption of treated water. The fifth criterion is transportation, that is about mobility. So they want to know how many cars or motorcycles enter each day to university campuses, if there is a shuttle service or not, and how it is provided, that is for free or a student have to pay something. What is the zero emission vehicle policy on campus, and also if there is any program to decrease parking area, or the initiative for sustainable mobility of university and things like this. The last criterion is about education and research, because it's really important how sustainability also is included into the courses or subject of the university, and if there are publications on this issue of sustainability, if there are events, or and if there is a sustainability website, and also if there is a sustainability report inside the university. These are the participants at the last call for UI Green Metric ranking. As you can see, they have participants really from all around the world, and really a lot of participants. More than 1,000 universities joined the ranking in 2023. So really a lot, especially in Europe. And this is the typical timeline of the ranking. It's really similar each year. This is the timeline for 2024. So you have a window for the data submission from May to October, where you can see the questionnaire and start collecting your data and send back data and evidence in the website of GreenMetric. Then in November, they perform the data validation, so they check answer. And in December, usually there is the result announcement, usually with an event that wants to give highlight to the best university for sustainability in the world. So usually the first 10 days in December, you have the announcement of results. I hope that this presentation could be useful for you to have some information about this ranking. For other information, I leave you here the website of the ranking, where you can find everything, and also the really detailed guide of the ranking and of the questionnaire.